So, hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you can clearly hear me. Can somebody please write something in the chat so I know this does work? Would be great. Yes, okay, thank you. So this works. Nice, fine, okay. So yes, before we start, if you have any questions while I do the tutorial, please ask right away so I can answer them quickly. I think this will last about 1 hour and maybe like 15 minutes question and answering between and afterwards. We are recording this as well, so it will be available to you after this is done. So thank you for joining again, and let's do this. So I'm going to start with the website itself. So this is the new Enagic EU website. And the difference between this website and the website you will get are the menu and the pages are differently structured, and call to action buttons will appear and other things as well. So if you are not registered at the moment, you will let me quickly jump back. So you will see this at the start. And if you want to register for the software, you can do this here. So you can either log in or register. When you do the registering, there are some steps you need to follow. So you will need to take a username. The username is the profile username you will get, and it is the link that will appear after the domain. So for example, mine is Chris Lurking because I had just a test ID. And if I go to this page, I will jump to my distributor web page where I have a About Me page, for example, and I can order products online via the online forms and so on. So this is just to keep it in mind. So if we jump back to the register process, we can choose a username, a title if we want as well, the first name, last name, and the thing is we need a valid distributor ID. So you need your own unique distributor ID, and it has to be matched with the email where you registered this distributor ID. This is connected to Enagic Japan, and we are matching the data. So it's important to do the right things here. Then you can enter a phone number as well and an address. The address field will get generated into certain pages on the About Me page, for example, and onto the footer. So it's important to fill this data out. Zip code as well, city, state. I think this is self-explanatory. And then you have to choose a password. You have to choose a password which is at least 8 characters long, and 1 capital letter, 1 small letter, and a special character like a number or a hashtag, a semicolon or something like that. And if you do the right password, you will see that it gets green and you're right, because we have to be very careful with passwords these days. So let me quickly see if there are any questions this far. Okay, none so far. Okay, then you have to do the Google reCAPTCHA so that you're not a robot and accept the terms and conditions as well. It's important to read through these because there are some restrictions with the software that you can't do several things with the software. For example, sell your own products or something. You can only sell the Enagic specific products. These terms and conditions are all listed here, and you can go through them if you want. For example, if you want to set up your own domain, you cannot use any Enagic keywords, for example, because you're restricted in that way. if you have any questions on that, just tell me. If you accept the terms and conditions and then sign up, you will get your login data via email. It's important that you confirm it. And sometimes the emails land in the spam folder, so please check it as well if you do not immediately get the email. So after signing up, you can log in. This is the other menu point. So if you go to the web page and then click here on login, you can just log in. And then, for example, if I log in, I can remember me as well, so I don't have to input my data every time. And so we land on the dashboard itself. On the dashboard, we have several things. Let me quickly hide the Zoom chat again. We can add widgets where we display, for example, new contacts or monitor the performance of the last newsletter we send out, or select a list and the stats get shown and everything. You can just add them over here via this button, so you will get appropriate contact data and everything listed. So if we start over here, we just get the web page link, which is now the link to our own Enagic branded web page. At this moment, there's no own domain assigned. That's why the username is attached to the main domain. So the difference here is that you have a About Me site where you can just quickly write info about you. For example, this is my German made web page. And these are templates which you can choose. I will show you in a minute how you can choose them. And there are some buttons here where you can become a distributor and you will get lead into the funnel and some things. I will show this later. But for now, you can edit this page. So for example, you can put in your own image in there. You can edit the text online and everything. And there's a contact field as well. So you will get all these contacts which will write you via email. These will also get sent out to Enagic. So you can manage your contacts in here. So if someone writes you a message over this, they will get added to your contact list as well, because you can send out newsletters and everything via this software. So before I jump too far, let's stay here. We have the option to display a Google map here as well. This can be edited in your profile menu. So if I go under my profile, I can say edit profile, and then I can, for example, upload a photo. I can choose my username. Afterwards, you have to contact us because this is not changeable. So please, when registering, be sure to pick the right one. So, and then we have the option here to show the Google map on the About Me page according to my address. So if I switch this, I can quickly show the Google map on here so everyone knows where you live if you want that. Then the footer in here gets generated as well via your contact data. So if you enter your phone number, it will get shown here, your email address and your physical address. Also optional if you want that. So then we have, let me quickly adjust this. So this is the profile where you cannot change your distributor ID as well. If you want that, you have to contact us via the contact formula I will show you in a minute. And yes, so this is not changeable. Please keep this in mind. Oh, as well, if you register for this software, you will get like 30 days for free to test everything. And yes, this is also as well. So yes, we have the edit profile. Then we can change our email if we want that. So if you, for example, changed your email afterwards, you can change this here. You can change your password as well in here and do mobile number validation. So this means if you log in, you will need to enter a PIN code, which will get sent to your phone. And this is like two-way mobile validation available. So you have to input your country code, for example, then put in your phone number. And after that, you will get your code on your phone and you can enter this and validate it with this. So you will get messages on your phone whenever you will log in. This is just a security feature. So then we have the login history where you can see from where you logged in and which time and when you logged out and everything. After that, we have the subscription model. So you can see which subscription you're at the moment on. I'm on the basic model with this account here. So it shows the basic, the number of months which this is active, my contact list number and everything. At the next point, we have the user refers. If you want to invite someone else via link, you can do this over here. You can just send them a message. So you can input an email, for example, in here, and then just send them this message. Or you can easily promote your link, which is here, via Facebook or Twitter. Just via this buttons, you can click this and it will open Facebook and you can just share the link with others. So they will you will get referred, and if Enagic decides to make this referral link profitable, you will get lifetime provisions for your referee. I hope this is clear. If not, please just type in the chat and I can explain it more detailed. So at next, we have just the link. If you want this as well, you can just copy and paste this onto your website. If you, for example, already have a website or something and they can register for your software and you will get referred. So then we have a very advanced menu. I don't know if anyone will use this, but you can use callbacks. This means whenever an email, for example, gets opened, you can post an URL where this can get called back. So you will get a message, for example, or do a scripted event or something. This is very advanced. If anyone wants to have a documentation on this, we can deliver this. Then the next thing is the API. So if you, for example, have any other software which you want to connect, you can generate an API key and we can deliver the API tutorial as well. This is also very advanced, but should be available. So at next, we have a very important point. This is the distributor template point. In here, you can choose your own template for your About Me page. At the moment, we have 3 templates available. So you can choose any one which you would like, but only one can be available at any time. So if I just override this now, I will choose the second one, for example. It will get chosen, and then you have the editor in which you can easily edit anything in here. So if I double click this, I can just type anything I want. So I can type, this is just a test, for example, or write anything about me on that page. Then you have the example, the option to change anything on here. So the name, for example, can be changed. I can just type in here. You can show your rank as well if you want, but please keep in mind that these pages get approved by Enagic, so don't write anything inappropriate in here, please, because Enagic will check these pages for things related to them. Because in Germany, for example, you cannot tell true health things, because that's not allowed per law. So we need to keep a track of these templates, and Enagic will approve them. I hope this is clear as well. But you can display your rank. You can also do your company name, for example. You can type anything in here. And if you know some HTML as well, you can either choose the menu over here or also write own HTML in here. So this is very cool made in my opinion. Then you can, for example, click the images as well, and you can just replace them. So you have a media storage where you can upload your things. So if I, for example, upload a page here now, I can just quickly choose this and it will get input there. And here we have the Google Map in as well. So when I save this, it will get hidden. But if I show the map, it will get shown like this. And I can do a preview over here. So I can preview everything I did. And when I'm happy with my changes, I can just save this over here. So after it will get changed, you will see under my distributor templates, the About Me page 2 is now active. So this means when I go to my specific link, hope you can see this. Let me type this in here or go to my web page. Then you will click on the About Me and you will see the new one is now active. So and the map is hidden as well because I have decided to not show it. And then we have certain links on here. So for example, we have become a distributor now, and you will get lead into the funnel. So this means you can send this link to anyone who would like to. And afterwards, they just fill out this contact form. Then they will get an email where they will get another link where they can watch the video and become a distributor. And if they fill anything out, you will see this under your orders. So for example, you will see your online orders in here with the product names and everything, which payment type they did and everything. And Enagic has to approve these orders. So they will have their part in the back end where they can decide, okay, this is pending or this is completed. And depending on that, several autoresponder emails to everyone will get out. But please keep in mind that this is the soft launch of the software. So I think in the next coming 2 or 3 weeks, this will work fully because we have to get approval of some things from Enagic at the moment. And on our side, there's something to do as well. I hope this was clearly in the email, but this will work very nicely when it's done. And you can see all your orders here. And as soon as someone fills this out here, this form, for example, he will get added to your contact list. The contact list is for the newsletter communication. So this is my default list, for example. So I can show my contacts in here. And for example, this is just some test data I generated. And I can unsubscribe, for example, or delete single contacts in here. I can search by name, limit how many characters I want and everything. Then the cool part is I can even search by tags, for example, and everything. And you see the origin. So this was added via the funnel page, which is this one. And depending on where they landed, so the funnel is several pages long. You can go through this as well if you want to. I can copy the link in here, and you will get listed in here, and then I can show you the email communication. So for example, I can show you the send email link where you can either select single users which you want to write a newsletter to, or you can group. This is the default group which I showed previously, or you can manually paste emails in here. So you can write any emails you want and comma separate them or line separate them. So for example, and then you will see you can blind copy to someone as well if you want that. So you will get your copy too. And this is the from name, which will appear in the email, which will get sent out. And this is the from email. This is at the moment not, you cannot edit these fields because otherwise you could write Bill Gates at Microsoft.com or something. I hope this is clear. But you can add your subject in here. So you can say test newsletter for example. And you can choose a template in here. So you will get 2 templates for the moment, and I can show you several different other ones in a minute. And here's, for example, a changeable text which you can change. So let me quickly write like test newsletter in here. Welcome to onlead. And this is changeable as well. So you can do your subject. This would be test newsletter as well. And after that, you can go to the next page, for example, and you will see the preview of it. So these images are changeable as well via the same method which I showed you in the editor. And this will be a preview, and you will see there are several links as well, which will lead to your distributor product page, where they can maybe order a product or something. This is depending on what you want, or become a distributor on these pages. And then several other things will get generated into here, like the current year, the site name, because you can, at the moment, we need to manually approve this, but you can also add your own domain to this system. So for example, this domain would lead to something like make water great again or something. So this would work, for example. So, but we have to manually approve that. I will show you in a minute how you can request it. And yes, so you will see to which emails this goes, and you can just send the mail. And then it says, are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I am. And after this, you will see all emails have been sent successfully. We have not sent all email due to your plan limit. This is depending on your plan, on your chosen subscription plan, because you cannot send out unlimited newsletters at the moment. This is restricted. So if there's any questions at the moment, you can ask. Okay, nothing so far. I hope this is all understandable and I'm not too fast or anything. Is it possible to step over from the US website to this one? You mean from the EWS system? At the moment, we are not integrating this from the fly. We can ask Enagic if they want that for sure, because this would be possible to trade this over, for example. This would depend on the decision for Enagic, but I will keep a note on this. Let me quickly write it down so I can ask Judith or Tomo about this and they will decide. Oh, yes, you mean the contacts. Oh, yes, I thought you mean the website or something. Yes, so for contacts, yes. I can show you quickly how to do this. So you have your contact list in here and you can say import statics. And over here, so yes, for both, the website, not at the moment, but you could easily add your contacts in here. For example, I can show you here. You can say, I want to change to my default list and add a contact in here. And then you can quickly do this. So you can say upload a file. For example, a CSV file, a text file, XLS up to 5 MB. Or you can say paste from file. So this is, you can just copy and paste the whole Excel sheet, for example, and just paste it in here. So this will be like, for example, it says email, name, and custom field. So we can say this, for example, name is this, and custom field would be 23 for age, for example. This depends on how you set this up. And then you can choose to add and update existings, only add new ones, or only update existing ones. And this is the double opt-in feature, which would be on your side because you're already approved the double opt-in, where you say, I have permission to add these persons to my list, and then you will just add them. You can assign then a field here. So, for example, I can say this is the, there it is, the name. And for example, this would be the age. And then it says one contacts ready for import. And you just import them and they will be added. Because I was already added, it still says 6. But this is very, very doable. If you need any questions, help on that, I can easily show that to you. So, no problem. Okay, so if we go further, we have the profile menu, I think. You have your billing in here as well, so you can see your plan, and you can download your invoice as well in here. So you can print it or download it from here. And I think this is self-explanatory. Then we have another point. You can integrate your account with most popular services, as it says here. So you can, for example, if you have a CRM like Zoho, you can easily import your auth token, which you can get on the Zoho website, and then choose the Zoho domain and then connect this. So you can, for example, export your data. Can you categorize the mailing list in different parts, like users, advanced, distributors? Yes, so you can, for example, on the contacts, you have the options to create a list. So you can enter your list name, for example, distributors, and it will get attached in here. And then in this list, you can show the contacts and filter them via category, as I would call it. Does this answer your question? Okay, fine, thanks. So yes, if we jump through the other menus, so there's the help menu as well. These are emails which are corresponding to the software, or like a general question maybe to so these emails will get sent to us as well as Enagic. So if there are any questions, we will keep track of it and answer yourself. If there's any emails sent out, you can also attach like a screenshot, for example, if you need help on a certain menu or something, and you will keep track of these messages under My Tickets, which will then get listed in here. So you will see every answer which we will list in here. So yes, the product order list, I've already shown this, I think, where the payment things and everything will get listed. I will explain this a little bit more later. So then there's the team members function. This is only based on the premium plan at the moment, but you can add another member. For example, I would have to upgrade to premium at the moment via subscription, but just to keep track of it, you can add other team members which will be allowed to work in the software as well. And you can easily see them in here and do some actions like inactivate them, activate them, and something like that. Okay, then we have the Multimedia Studio. So this is to upload your own images, for example. So I have the About Me page in here. And for example, if I want to replace this image here now, this level look image, I can easily do this via this menu. So I can quickly copy this link and then edit it into the editor, for example, or replace it just via the other method which I showed you. But you can also create QR codes in here if you want. So if you want to insert a QR code in here, you can easily create this one in here. So you can say, I've got a specific URL or I want to contact QR code. So I would write down any phone number in here and it will generate. You can pick a size as well, so medium or small, and type in a name. And then if you save the code, it will get generated and you can quickly copy the link and replace this image, for example, if you want. So you are allowed to do these types of individuality as well. Then, for example, you can upload your own documents, photos and images if you want to, audio as well, which can also be inserted. For the moment, FLV only, and videos are MP4, FLV, and maximum file size of 20 MB, because these will have to get approved as well. But you can add folders as well, so you can categorize your videos if you want. Oh, I'm in category. Let me quickly. So for example, or any category you want, and you can just click them and it will get shown. And then we have another important step, which are the default uploads. So these are the uploads which are provided by Enagic to you. At the moment, we are restricting them by language. So any products which you need, I will keep the English version active. Any order forms, for example, which you need are shown here. You can scroll through them here. Any 6A forms, for example, any informations, provisions and agreements, and so on. And yeah, these are listed by language, so be sure to select the right language up in here. And yes, there will, and many other things will follow, like images, for example, which you can use for the websites and everything. So this is a somewhat important menu. Then there's an inquiry. This is also for the funnel. So if anyone in the funnel selects to become a distributor for Enagic, you will see this here. And this will also be sent to you via email, so you can contact them. And they will also get added to your contact list as well. And this is just to keep track of your downline, as I would call it in here. And so what's important to understand is we are sending out automated emails after they choose to become a distributor, for example. So you will send them automated emails for 2 weeks. I'm not sure if I can show you them because they are, oh, this says now I have used my plan limit on the emails, but these are emails which are approved by Enagic, and they will get sent out, I think, 1 per day or 1 per 2 days. And this duration will last about 2 weeks. And in these emails, it just keeps you interested in Enagic products and grants you the opportunity to do cross sales and upsells and everything. You can fill out the funnel, and these emails will get sent to you. So just be sure to check it out. Yes, so, and then we have the email communication, which is the send email folder. Oh, one important thing as well is you can see your sent emails in here. And for example, this email, I don't know if I opened it already, but let's say we view this in detail. So you see this was the email we just sent out, and you will see the recipients in under here. So this was me, and it got sent out, but I didn't open it. So if I just quickly open it in my mail program, it arrived. I can refresh this page now, and it says opened. There's a question, yes? No, because these emails, which will get sent over a time period, these are predefined by Enagic, and they will get sent out over a time period of about 14 days. And after that, because you don't want to spam the distributor or the becoming distributor or the becoming client. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, so the question was, can I create my own emails with an autopilot to send, for example, 20 emails over a time period? So th this is possible, but not by you. This is defined by Enagic because you don't want to spam the client. And this is sent out over 14 days. And I think it's about 6 or 8 emails in that range, because you don't want to end up on their spam list or anything. Yes, the time period can be 1 year. Yes, you would have to send out this via a newsletter. I can request this from Enagic because the question was the time period can be 1 year. For example, a new user. This is no spam. Yes, you're right. This would be no spam. But we have to keep track of this, and I don't know if Enagic wants this, but I will request this from them, because I think if there's a predefined number of, let's say, 2 emails per week or something, it would be no spam. You're right. But this is totally doable. We are doing this in another software from us as well. So if Enagic approves this, this can be integrated very quickly. I hope this answers the question. Okay, so yes, I understand this. He said yes, because we educate also people with emails. This is right. So it totally makes sense. So yes, then after that, you can also, if you want, search contacts. So this will keep track of your contact size, and you will see where they're from, which IP they used, where they subscribed, and you can also unsubscribe them if you want. But they will also get their own unsubscribe link in the newsletters. But if you want to do this manually, you can do this here, or you can send them a message afterwards. This is also possible, but I already used my plan here. So then there's the list hygiene. So you can delete contacts in here if you want to. So for example, I could easily choose my list and then enter my emails which I want to delete. Or you can also blacklist emails if you want. So blacklist for the whole account, or blacklist the emails for specific lists. This can be, for example, if you receive a certain spam or something, which I don't hope, but this can always be the case. You can just block this email in here, for example. And yes, then the import field, which I already showed earlier, to import your contacts. And I think this is it for the moment. So I can show the widget a little bit more, so you can add your own list in here. So you can keep track of the autoresponders, for example. this can be done. You can also, let me see. So this is, I think, the best one. So this, you can select quick actions. So for example, create a newsletter, create the form or landing page. And then you can just click in here and do a quick add contact, choose your list and everything. So these are just quick and widgets, as we call them. Yes, this is the profile which I showed. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, so the first question is there only a funnel for people who say they want to be a distributor? Since I think that when people visit the website, some people will be interested, but not immediately want to be a distributor. So no, this is what I showed earlier. So at the moment, this will lead to the products page where they can download the order form. In about 2 weeks, this will be another point for the online order form. So they will get a link to the funnel, for example. Let me quickly jump to this. So if I fill this out, I will get shown to the next page. Let me quickly do this. So I can choose here if I want to become a distributor, but this is not required. So I will just leave this out, and then it says, thank you, we have sent a new email in the inbox. I will just open this. Let me. So in here is just a link with a thank you message. And if I click this link, I hope you see this. Then it says, welcome to the world of Enagic, and you can play this video. And after you played, like, I think 1 minute of it, 2 buttons will appear under the video. So they will have to watch the video, and then they will get 2 products. So this leads to the distributor partnership, where they can download the partnership form and the compensation plan and watch the distributor video. This is the one way. And the other way would be, I would have to click this again. So, and the other way would be to say, I'm interested in Enagic products, and this way they will reach the order form. And in future, the online order form, which will list your orders online. So I hope this answered this. And many more funnels will follow. So for example, single page funnels with, for example, product funnels where you can send out your own link for a specific product, let's say the Kangen K8, and then the user will get down the funnel and be also have the opportunity to become a distributor as well. And there's like very, very deep lines in the funnel. Okay, then the next question was, is there a free ebook to get contacts? No, I don't think so. Contacts would be needed to get exported from your current, let's say, contact list. This can be an Excel sheet or something, but you cannot get out contacts. Can you give some information about the costs, the cost of the software? Yes. So let me quickly jump back. So if you reach, so you will get your free account as soon as you register. This is for 30 days. After that, you can upgrade your plan in here. So under your profile, you saw the red bar. So if you click on that, you will get sent to the same page as here. And then you can upgrade to a basic or premium plan. At the moment, I recommend using the free 30 days. If you get your limits in there, let's say you want to send 2 newsletters per month or like 5, you would have to upgrade. And as well the list size. So this means you can have 75 contacts with this basic plan. With the premium plan, it's very high. So this is like 2,500 at the moment. And so you can choose one, and then you just choose the package, and you will get lead into the billing thing. And at the moment, this is added tax, but we are reducing the price. I think this will be in the next few hours to the final price would be $24.99 and not added with taxes on top. And then you just go through the payment and your account will get upgraded. So I hope this answers the questions. Then the next question was EWS has a freebie to get leads. Yes, this will be included. As I said, more templates will arrive in the next few weeks. And the ebook, I don't know if Judith has permission on that. That's another thing. And is everyone doing his own newsletter? At the moment, yes, because Enagic does not want to predefine the newsletters, but we are doing seasonal newsletters as well. And there's another big announcement, I think in the next like 6 to 8 weeks, because oh, wait a sec. Because the Enagic marketing portal is about to be launched. I'm sorry. So I hope this answers this question. And then the next questions, and what happens if you have more than 2,500 people on your list? Yes, at the moment, this is restricted to this many people. This was decided by Enagic EU. We can, I think if you reach this list size, we can update it manually. This would be no problem. So if you take the premium account and have a bigger list size, you could upgrade this without cost. And then when will the new website ready to be used? Ready to be used means what? So the new website is already online. There are the distributor forms and everything. Everything is being updated at the moment as well. So this is already online. You can use this if you want. Yes, so this also have you entered I will write you an email, Peter, if that's okay. We can write via email. So another question was, will there be a step-by-step plan or PDF to work out this new website template? Yes, so this webinar does get recorded as well. So if you have any questions, you can refer to this. But there will also be video tutorials and everything. So Peter, I will write you an email and so we can work this out. I mean, I already have a domain on my own website. Is it okay to switch it with the new website? Yes. Lionel, this would be needed to be approved manually. So the things you would need to do for this would be to register for the software. then if you're in the software, you can just write us an, where is it there? Inquiry. So no, it's a help in the help menu. It's email us. And there you just say general questions and write us an email, and we will send you the steps to switch this with your own domain. So, any more questions? Yes, so another thing, once you register, you will get a terms and conditions field pop up, which will be, I can show you this one, wait a sec. So here are the terms and conditions. And in here it says, let me see this. I think it's under own domain. Let me quickly find this. So there's a small list of Enagic specific keywords which cannot be used in your domain. I can give you a list of this because Judith did approve this with me, but I don't have the list in mind. But anything related to Kangen, Leveluk, or Enagic cannot be used. Yes, so the website is ready to be used. The question was, is the new website ready to be used? No, Kangen cannot be in the domain. This was a question as well. And where will we be able to find the recorded file of this presentation and about when? This must be processed by Zoom, by the software. I think this is about 1 or 2 hours, and then I will send out a link via email to all attached, to all attending members. Yes. What about promoting events on the web page? Okay, so this is done on Enagic on Enagic's site. So they, for example, they have this website, and this is a slider. So any promotional changes which they will put into the software will get listed here, and this will just slide through like a slider on this web page, even on my own. So on both web pages, there would be like a block slider, which will show up once they will input informations in here. But this is only done on Enagic's website. You cannot promote your own events on the web page, other than that you can promote them on the About Me page, for example. So, any more questions? Else I would close the webinar for now. Or we can do another round of questions, no problem. And after that, I will send you the link, if that's okay for everyone. Thank you for the clear info. Yes, no problem. I'm happy to answer your questions. So if there's no more questions, I would close this now. Thanks. And yes, if there are any questions, Lionel, just send me a ticket via this form here. So his questions was, how can I register for my website? So you have to register for the software, and then you will get your profile. So you have your username here in your account details, and if you do not assign your own domain, it will use your username for this. So this would be my username specific website, for example, where I have my links on the products pages. These are only links on your page as well. So you can say order product now, for example. If you will attach your own domain, this would look like, for example, like www.makewatergreatagain.com, for example. And yes, so I hope this answers the question. And if you mean you want to assign your own domain, this must be done via the menu. So let me quickly jump back. So if you registered for the software, you can just go to the help, select email us, and then write me an email that you want to attach your own domain, because this has to be approved by Enagic before we can set up you with the instructions. So I hope this answers everything. If you have any more questions, just write. I will write my email down in the chat now. So if you have any questions regarding this, please email me. Peter, I will send you an email after this so we can have this sorted out. And yes, I hope this answers everything. Thank you for your attention and have a great day. I will send out the link for the webinar in a few hours. All right, so thank you everyone, and